Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my E3 2016 predictions for the Sony versus Microsoft conferences. Now, these are my official predictions. I'm going to give you guys who I think is going to be the best in show and who's going to win this year's E3. Now, to start off, we're going to do Sony's conference. So, I think the big focus for the PlayStation conference is definitely going to be their PlayStation VR, which they, announced earlier this year, and they said that it was going to be coming out later this year. And I think that's going to be a big focus. They're going to demo the hell out of it and get the hype around this VR that is supposed to be amazing. But me personally, I think that, the fact that there's gimmicks like this every single year is just not cool. I think that VR is really awesome and I think it could be fun, but at the end of the day, it's a gimmick and I just don't see it lasting for very long. I think it's kind of like the Kinect and the PlayStation camera, which I just don't, those are gimmicks. They're just trying to sell hardware, and I think it's a cool innovation, but I don't think we're ready for it. Now, for a rundown of the games that I think Sony's going to come out swinging with is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think we're going to get an update for that. We're probably going to get an update for Shenmue 3. We might get some more gameplay demos and stuff. In The Last Guardian. Those three games are what stole the show for Sony last year, in my opinion. They really killed it last year for games. Now, for the rest of the games, I think they're going to try to stay conservative. They're going to kind of repeat what they did last year. I think Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to get another gameplay trailer. We might see God of War 4, but that one is kind of wishful thinking. I know that there was like a concept art that was supposedly leaked, and that might have been fake, but we're not really sure. We're probably gonna get a showcase of No Man's Sky again. No Man's Sky has really got to hit it hard this year, because if they don't, then that's gonna kill the hype, I guarantee. Now Activision and Sony, they partnered up, so we're definitely gonna be getting the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare gameplay trailer, and probably like more campaign. We might see multiplayer at E3. We might actually get a beta announced for that as well. Modern Warfare Remastered, that's obviously going to be with the Infinite Warfare, so we're going to see that. We'll probably get information about a new Destiny expansion. Now, I think that pretty much wraps it up for the games that they're going to show. Now, we're probably going to get some more new IPs that they showcase, and that's normal every year. They show new IPs from developers that are basically not even close to being done with the development. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the games on that aspect. Now, I'm going to talk about, briefly, I'm going to discuss the consoles, because I made a whole video about, Sony and the Microsoft consoles. I will put that in the description below. I don't think that Sony's gonna really push their new PlayStation Neo this year. They might, but it's probably not gonna happen. They might release a slim version of their console, but then again, like, the PlayStation 4 is already a very small console, so I don't really see them, making much improvements from that. It might happen, but odds are they're probably just gonna wait until next year to really hit it hard with a new console announcement. Now, moving right along to the Microsoft conference, I think this year is gonna be huge for Microsoft. I think they're going to start off with giving us an announcement of a partnership with a company called Oculus Rift. I think that might happen. That's obviously that's up in the sky right now. We don't know if it's going to happen, but there's rumors around that it will happen. There's even rumors that a Oculus Rift will ship with some Xbox One consoles. Now, obviously, it's not going to be on the current Xbox One console. It'll be on their upgraded hardware, so probably not for a couple years down the road, or at least a year and a half down the road. Now, I think this year for the console hardware announcements, Xbox is going to come out swinging with a Xbox Slim announcement. That is going to be a big focal point for this year's E3 for them, and that's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. And I think that they're going to tease or maybe announce the Xbox Scorpio. I think this year's E3 has got to be big for Microsoft, and Phil Spencer is going to basically put all of his chips on the table for this year's E3, because right now Sony is killing it for the console wars, I guess you can say. And I think that they're going to really hit it hard. Now, to talk about the games, I think a big focus point is going to be Gears of War 4, and we might actually get an announcement that Halo 5 is coming to PC, but it's really a toss-up for that. We'll probably get an announcement for the new Forza game. We'll probably see a gameplay demo of Crackdown 3, and probably more information and maybe a demo of Sea of Thieves. Not really sure if we're going to get Scalebound, because that's delayed until 2017. ReCore is probably going to be showcased as well. I think that we're going to get more information and maybe some announcements of EA Access. I think we might see Titanfall at the Xbox conference, because they partnered up with them for Titanfall 1, and I think they might do the same for this year. Now, we're probably going to get an expansion pack for Star Wars Battlefront and new content for The Division, even though nobody cares about The Division. And of course, I think Microsoft is going to showcase some new IPs that are console exclusives this year. But at the end of the day, the question for this video is, who do I think is going to win this year's E3? Is it going to be Sony, or is it going to be Microsoft? And I think at the end of the day, Microsoft is going to be coming out on top just because of their console hardware announcements, and I think that's going to get people really excited, and I think that's going to bring them out on top. Now, if they don't showcase both of those, or if they don't at least announce one console, then it's going to be devastating for them, and they're not going to win this year's E3. But that's all for this video, guys. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below, and if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, that'd be much appreciated. And until next time, guys, it's been your boy Nemo, and I'm out. Peace.
Bring the madness.